afternoon, good evening. I'm Ruuna Starbright. I'm a fallen star from the constellation Aries. Hi everyone! Hello! It is the long-awaited SCP reading! Yay! Yippee! My eyes, so bright! Oh my god, she's too bright! Welcome! Welcome! Today, how's everyone? Today we are doing a singular SCP reading. It is, oh my gosh, I've heard that it's a very touching story. It is SCP-1762. Where did the dragons go? I have vague memories of where I read this SCP, but oh my gosh, like I do not remember the details. So if I cry, no, you saw nothing. Almost as bright as a fallen star from Aries. I know. Where did she come from? There's no way, right? No way Ruuna Starbright could be here. By the way, I have a little update with the pigtails, with the pigtail toggle that I talked about, that actually we came up with yesterday during the Misao stream. So it is definitely in progress. Yay! I finished drawing the big pigtails, the Hatsune Miku kind of pigtails, and right now I am in the middle of rigging it. Yay! Yeah, so you guys are gonna probably most likely see the pigtails next week. Yippee! The dragons were so good. Oh my gosh, so I have heard. Yeah. Today we're gonna we're gonna cry. For those of you who haven't maybe come to SCP reading live before, it's just a story time / yap session. It's more, I would say that it's more, how do I say it? like chill energy than our game streams, but I think it's a good way to like end our streams of the week, and obviously, like, you know, we can yap a lot. We can yap a lot. When I first started reading SCPs, I just read through it, but now I like yapping when I'm reading them, so it'll be fun. You missed the pregnancy talking part. How are you meant to get origamis pregnant? How? Like maybe it's like seahorses, but like, I don't know, that's hard. Also think of the paper cuts. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot, my guys. Okay, I'll jump into the SCPs. Ah! Oh my gosh. Should I make myself bigger? Do you guys want me to be bigger? It needs to fit the size of my peen, you know? Oh, now I get out of the frame. Playing, huh? Is this okay? Let's do this. Hey, autistic man! Yo! Yo! I forgot they're made out of paper. Well, you know, generally as a rule of thumb, you need to check what you put your, put anything in. You need to, oh sorry, I need to charge my phone. You need to check what you put your peen in, and also what you put in your, I guess you can put stuff in your peen. Sounding is a thing, but like, you know what I mean. Are we starting? We are. Oh my gosh, when I timestamp this in my comment section, I need to make sure I go a little bit past the frame where I jump into the SCP tab. Otherwise, people who just came here for the story time will be like, why is she talking about paper cuts on your... Looks like a man with 80 years of experience. Well, how do you know that they're not, you know? Don't question a VTuber's life experiences. I think I'm in the wrong channel. What do you mean? This is always the right channel. You're delusional. The only channel that is correct is the Ruuna Starbright channel. I can do this. I'm dark. Wow, scary! Oh, yeah, why did you write fauna? The fauna fans can be found everywhere. Okay, oh my god, which one's my toggle? Was it this one? Yeah! Okay. Oh my gosh, I haven't done the SCP reading in such a long time. The filter looks so dark. Wait, should we lighten it a bit? Wow, it's so dark. God, what the heck is gamma? That's gamma. Okay. Is this better? I think so. Maybe I'll turn the contrast down. Also. Oh god, she's so bright! A bit too bright. Is that an SCP book? Yeah, it is! It is! It's, I made this toggle when I first started streaming because I knew I wanted to read SCPs. So this notebook is actually the first ever toggle I made. Yeah, and yeah, I can hold stuff. I also have a mic for my karaoke. See? Oh god. Oh no, I have too many hands. Oh no. Oh no. Biblically correct Ruuna Starbright. You make the old KTV effect on you. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. I'll look into that. Whoops. Ruuna Hand Sprite. Yeah, it's like, you know, this biblically correct angels, but it's just me and my hands. Also, is the ambience sound okay? I changed it a little bit last night because I was listening to one of my older SCPs and I was like, oh, it's kind of you can't hear it. So I turned it up a bit, but please let me know if it's too quiet still or if the background ambience is too loud. Let me know, please. Otherwise it'll be hard for you guys to hear, you know? I was thinking about what you said yesterday. Do you think you can sing Ban Sanka? What's Ban Sanka? Ban Sanka. I'm sorry. We should have stayed in the just chatting stream. We should have just stayed in just chatting. Ban Sanka. Oh! How fast is it? How fast is it? Wait, if I put on my headphones, you guys can't hear it. Lower the audio for ambience. Yeah? Okay, I'll lower it. Is this better? Is this better? Is it still too dark? Alexis! Hi! Why do you look so scared? It's not like I have you at gunpoint or anything. As far as I know, angel form cannot be understood by angels, so maybe the description we got was a vague memory. My personal theory though. Maybe. Alright, I'm listening to Ban Sanka right now. How fast is it? I should do this after my stream, but you guys don't get to hear it either. Oh, I think I can. I think maybe I can. Okay. I'll keep this. I'll keep this in my other tab. Not use a dog sheet. What wrong? Suffer inconvenience, amigos. Yeah, amigos. It's okay. Song requests go into my socials, as I said before. I'm here for reading. Are you gonna start reading? Is the ambience okay now? Is it too quiet? Is it too loud? Can you guys hear me okay? Is it okay? Ah, Micah Desto! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How is it? How's the background ambience? How is it? My voice is okay? Okay. Play. Okay. So I'll do this then. Ruuna socials, yeah, it's linked in my Twitch and my YouTube description. I have a Blue Sky, I have a TikTok, and I have a Twitter. Seems fine. Okay, thank you, Mihao. Mihao, you're the best. Mihao, my non-official sound guy. Okay, well, let's start. Oh, I'm gonna let me put this in my notepad so I don't have to watch my VOD and like I don't want to watch my VOD and timestamp it properly. Usually I just like scroll through and then you know the little preview tab at the bottom of the timeline bar? I just scroll to when the image changes and I'm like, yeah, that's around when the stream starts, but I can't do that today. 2:19. Okay, 219. Stream start. Yeah! Imagine asking Ruuna to change her voice to one of a single mother of 3 just for the ha-has. Both of you to assume that a single mother of 3 has enough energy to yap. Okay. Hajimemashou! SCP! 1762 is today's SCP reading. Otherwise known as a very famous SCP about Yippee dragons. It is, you know, known as a tearjerker in the SCP community. So without further ado, let's begin. The item is SCP-1762 and object class. Here on my spreadsheet it says safe, which has been crossed out, and instead that term has been replaced with neutralized. This image I have on the screen here is a instance of SCP-1762-2. Special containment procedures state that SCP-17621 is held in a standard containment unit at Site Redacted. During the periods when SCP-17621 releases SCP-17622, video logs are to be recorded for future research. Although instances of SCP-17622 have been deemed harmless, they should not be allowed to exit the containment unit. Description: SCP-17621 is a plain cardboard box that is 32 centimeters times 20 centimeters by 26 centimeters. For those of you who use feet as measurements, you are invalid in this document. It is spray painted silver on the interior and exterior, and the words "Here be dragons" are written in black permanent marker on the lid of the container. Opening the lid of SCP-17621 when it is not in the process of a release reveals it to be empty. Fire! Yeah! SCP-17621 will infrequently open and initiate a release of SCP-17622. During this time, the box will briefly emit a large amount of black smoke that quickly dissipates. It takes an average of 20 seconds for SCP-17622 to emerge after the smoke clears. SCP-17622 is the collective term applied to the beings that emerge from SCP-17621. All instances of SCP-17622 bear resemblance to various types of dragons, both in Eastern and Western depictions, albeit in forms similar to that of origami models. Analysis of SCP-17622 reveals that they are composed of kami paper. After exiting SCP-17621, instances of SCP-17622 will fly together in large groups. And Ruuna can't read. Ruuna has bad grammar. After exiting 17622, oh my god, I actually can't read. Frick! how far along are we? We're like three paragraphs in. Ruuna illiterate Starbright. Here she strikes again. After exiting SCP-17621, instances of SCP-17622 will fly together in large groups and interact playfully with any nearby personnel and each other. Oh, that's so cute! SCP-17622 vary in length from 9 to 30 centimeters. All are capable of sustained flight once they exit SCP-17621 and have been recorded attaining speeds of 15 kilometers per hour. Yeah, I know, I remember Grammarly Bri. The number of SCP-17622 varies with each opening of SCP-17621, with numbers ranging from 50 to over 400. After approximately 2 to 3 hours of time spent outside of SCP-17621, all instances of SCP-17622 return and fly back into SCP-17621. During this time, SCP-17621 will once again begin emitting smoke, and instances of SCP-17622 will vanish after passing the rim of SCP-17621. SCP-17621 closes once all SCP-17622 have returned to it. The next date of release is inconsistent. A message written or carved into a varying material will sometimes materialize on top of SCP-17621's lid once the box retrieves all instances of SCP-17622. Attempts to send a message or recording device back with SCP-17622 have provided negative results. These documents and their appropriate dates of appearance are being compiled and recorded. Here is an addendum of 17621. It states that on redacted/redacted on 20 redacted, SCP-17621 began to undergo a series of events that lasted 11 months and 28 days. These events, as well as prior incidents that led up to the beginning of the scenario, have now been classified under the title the Jabberwocky event. The Jabberwocky? The Jabberwocky event. Jabberwocky! No, Jabberwocky! The Jabberwocky event. What am I, the Uru man? The Jabberwocky event. Jabberwocky! The you mean you don't like the Jabberwocky? Jabberwocky! The Jabberwocky event. Welcome to SCP Readings with Ruuna Starbright, where we question everything you hear. It's not helping the allegations that I myself am an SCP. I mean, how else did you think I broke into the Foundation to get all this information? Now, first in the list is Addendum 176202, which is the documentation the documentation of the Jabberwocky event. Dyslexia stream. And you know, like, do I actually have dyslexia? I don't know. The thing is, I don't have dyslexia when I'm reading fanfiction, you know? When I'm reading like world-breaking smut, I have like no dyslexia, but starts beatboxing. Yeah guys, this is actually a beatboxing stream. Ruuna clickbait. You thought this was an SCP reading? Nuh-uh. It's actually, they didn't break in. They just allowed Ruuna to read them, and bots hear her yap and comment, so she thinks she isn't alone. Are you guys bots? Are you guys bots? Let me out! Let me out of containment! The first thing I hear is Ruuna talking about saucy fanfics. Welcome, trash! Another instance of everyone popping in the moment I say something not suspicious. Always something suspicious. Oh no. Like, no, I swear, every time I say something sus, I manifest I manifest someone. Is that my SCP skill? Is that the Ruuna Starbright SCP? Every time she says something suspicious, another person pops into her stream. Does that mean I need to do like a reading of that's gonna get bad, isn't it? I was gonna say, if I did a smut reading, do you think that I would hit 1 million within 2 days? Summoning powers. Hama. Welcome to my world. Okay. So, this is the Jabberwocky event. Yeah, I said it right this time. This is document 17621. Date obtained is on redacted dates, somewhere during 2004. That's because you say something sus constantly, so it pretty much means every time someone joins, there will be sus! What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm trying to be wholesome. I'm trying to be wholesome. This is me at my wholesome. What do you mean? 21 minutes of stream, 1 minute out of 20. Yap. Hell yeah. Ruuna Starbright, that's me. I should change my name. Change my VTuber name. Ruuna Starbright. One viewer left. Alert, bring the runner back. Quick! Bring out the guillotines. Bring out the boy. It is time. Okay, sorry, the Jabberwocky event. This is the first recorded instance of SCP-17621, opening while contained at Site Redacted. The first... Oh! These seem to be... These seem to be like different documents that were collected. So the first one states, "You have found us. Thank you. It has been so long since we last saw each other, friends. The peace has been upheld. The giants and the behemoths have kept their word and have not caused any trouble since you last came and gave the order. We miss your company. How has your family been? Do you still know how to work your room? You are welcome to visit anytime." The next document is document 17624, obtained somewhere during 2004 again. This document writes, "It's strange to see how much your world has changed. It is even stranger to see how we appear now in this place. In fantasy, we are much bigger. Or maybe you've grown taller. Fantasy is still the same. We hope you can visit us like you used to. Though our room is as grand as ever, it appears yours has shrunken. We do not understand. The rooms were supposed to be maintained as was our agreement. Please restore the belief." The next is document 17626, obtained somewhere during 2005. Never went down from 4, what you talking about? I don't know how many people watch me. I always hide my view count. I always hide it. That's why that one time, like, I thought I had no viewers, but I did, and it just turned out my extension was broken, so I didn't see chat for the whole stream. Hello Articus, welcome to the stream! Welcome to the SCP stream. Okay. It's funny. Yeah, if you go back to my like initial first few streams on my YouTube, like sometimes I think that during the first 2 weeks I had a lot of stuff, and like the initial few streams I didn't even have chat on my screen. I didn't even have chat on screen. I was just you know, I was just yapping. But now it's smoother. Whole stream like a mad star. Yeah, I literally thought I was talking to air. I was talking to myself the whole stream because I like didn't know how my chat was going. Like a fallen star from Aries constellation. They kicked me out because I was mad, you know. So it was crazy. Anyway, where were we? 2005. Document 17626. Shizzle Star. Only 20 instances of SCP-17622 appeared during this event. Dead instances did not lift off and instead walked slowly on foot for the whole period they were out of SCP-17621. This document states, "Friends, we apologize for a few numbers. We have had to remain in fantasy for quite some time. The others are growing impatient. We're trying to keep the peace, but please, for all our happiness, repair the room quickly. We know you are trying. Your family is the most imaginative of us all." The next is document 17624, obtained during 20 redacted. My ADHD can't stand having a bright star and a red dragon for a whole stream. Sorry, I'm putting on Subway Surf as gameplay while we yap. That's amazing. Yeah, I was thinking about like, do I need to put like a GIF on my screen to keep like you guys' attention? The ADHD. Like next time maybe I'll have, if I ever have a friend over, maybe I'll have them play Subway Surfers. Just in the corner. Origami is tight. Yeah. Where were we? Where were we? Yeah, this is like a... You guys can like chill and do your own stuff stream because we're like... It's a reading stream. You make that yourself? No, this is usually the pictures I have on screen during SCP readings are from the SCP websites themselves. And then if they're not from the SCP website, I usually get them from... Oh my god, my throat. This is what I get for screaming for like 6 hours yesterday. But if they're not from the SCP website, usually I get them from like royalty image websites, and then I credit them in my description. Yeah. Sorry, my brain just like blue screen for a minute. Now that I don't. Subway Surfers on the side will be lit. Are you guys for real? Are you for real? I'm gonna play Subway Surfers on the side. I can't just play a random person's video though. In the future, it would be nice to have the text of what you're reading on the screen so I can follow along easier, especially with all the yap. Oh, we can do that. We can do that. I can do that now. We can do that. You know what? Cause it's just this one today. We can figure things out. Guys want the text? Okay. Then I will. Let's do it now. Cause why not? You know. We can make our source a browser source, and then I'll link this. Wait. Wait. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Is it? Oh, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Yes, Father. I would prefer that. Okay, thank you guys for letting me know. Why is the browser not? Oh no. I don't wanna do a screen capture though. Whatever I doxx like all my stuff. I usually just show my browser and crop it. Okay, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Small text. Okay. Then okay, you guys. I need to censor my screen for a little bit. Okay. Just wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait. Oh, we can. I have the sensor. Where is it? Sensorton. Hi. Nice. Maybe you need to be bigger. Here we go. All right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. That's my browser. And then I can do a window capture. SCP. Okay. Oops. That sensor didn't work. That was for nothing. Oh man. Okay, it's fine. Fine. This is fine, right? Why is the eye so cursed? It's Ruuna when she's reading ABO fanfictions. Who's the sassy lost child? It's Ruuna Starbright. Okay, maybe this is work. What? And then go below the projector and my VTuber. Does this work for you guys? I kind of block the words a bit, don't I? I block the words a bit. And then show my camera today on stream. Think the gods a little bit was in frame. Oh, really? Oh my god, that's my hugest fear. I'll be so scared if that happens. Move it up. Oh, like this. Oh, the smart. Just smart. Wait, why are you so smart? Then I can wait. And then here we go. Oh, it's not in line. Wait. Better. We can do it like this. Meow's a pixel in real life, confirmed! Oh my god, pixel Meow? That's insane. Believe Meow's a pixel. Like a bad slideshow. You know when someone only had like 40 minutes to make the presentation and it shows? That's literally it. Okay, oh my god, it works! Okay, let's do this! Is this good, you guys? Is this good? Maybe next time. Imagine if I had like a Ruuna Starbright gameplay, like just me playing Wukong on the other side of the screen, like in a tiny corner. That's real ADHD. So you can make a game to add a Subway Surfers gameplay. I can't believe it. This is what SCP reading is this. You guys, what SCP reading is this? This is crazy. You guys want space? I'm so dyslexic. I can, you know, if you guys want, I can next time I can download one of my Wukong games and then I think I have it. I need at least another 10 Ruuna mods playing in the background. Wait, I can. I think I have a video downloaded of one of my streams. Wait, which one do you guys want? Do you guys want the bathhouse or do you want to play one of my Wukong streams? Which one do you guys want? Bathhouse or Wukong? Type 1 for bathhouse, 2 for Wukong. 10 Ruunas yapping at once. You won't even understand what I'm saying. Wukong? Wukong? 2? Okay, Wukong. This is so funny. This is so funny. What is this? Dyslexic, like ADHD for my ADHD friends. I'm so sorry for anyone who like comes into my stream and they're like, what's going on? I thought this was meant to be a SCP reading. Return to monkey, reject humanity. We're doing anything but reading. Need to do this on your yapping stream too. I mean, if it works, right? If it works. Next stream, Ruuna's playing Subway Surfers so she can use it for future readings. Should we do that? Should we do that? Should we actually do that? It's gonna be a vertical stream. Okay. What should I name this media source for? ADHD. I'm just gonna name this ADHD. And then I'm gonna browse local file. It is in my downloads. Wukong. Here we go. Please don't play sound. Okay. I believe we travel. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Now there's no sound, right? There's no sound coming from ADHD. There's no sound coming from it, right? What is this? I need Ruuna to make her own AI so she can focus on reading while her AI yaps. Oh my god. This is insane. You guys are insane. Here you go. Are you happy now? We have big Ruuna and small Ruuna. Here we go. I'll put her behind me, okay? Doesn't look quite enough. Could you also use geometry dash? Oh god. Yeah, it's my YouTube long. Guys, this is actually so cursed. This is so cursed, you guys. Does this make you happy? Do I need to put on another stream? You need 2 streams. Do you guys need 2 streams in the background? I can also put on a Dame compilation would be nice. Just dame. Imagine a new viewer coming in. I know, right? They're like, oh, I can't wait for like a relaxing time because, you know, I had a long day and like And like watching people play SCP will be really fun, and then it's just Ruuna Starbright with like 3 of her mods in the background. They ask people if they want something, they'll always say yes. Yeah, I know. That's why I always manage to impregnate people, you know. When I'm like, do you want me to get you pregnant? They're like, yes, Ruuna. Yes, Ruuna. Do it for the content. I don't know if this content is worth selling my soul for, but sure. I have another one. I'm gonna we can do Echoes of Wisdom, or oh my god, let's put our we can put our Undertale one. The Undertale stream. Okay, here we go. Undertale. What is this? Who have I become? Who have I become? Ruuna Undertale. You got ADHD too. Are you guys happy now? Are you happy? Yes! It's looking like one of those 2016 MLG highlight compilations. Put one behind the text and the dragon? You think? You think? I'll put another one in. So SCP, huh? Yeah. SCP, we're doing pretty well, don't you think? We're really getting through the story right now of the SCP reading. It's insane. I'm putting one last one. I'm putting Code of the Land. Code of the Land. This is the last one, you guys, and then we're gonna keep reading out SCP, okay? Wow, welcome to the Ruuna Starbright SCP stream. Okay, wait. ADHD. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whoops. Whoops. Wait. Wait, You guys happy now? Are you guys happy now? Is this the SCP experience you've been looking for? This is awesome, huh? Thinking of reference to a beautiful biomass. Relax. Yeah. Do you want to hear some before sleep? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is the SCP now. Give me dragons. This is what I live for. I put in all this effort to like make a nice layout for you guys, and you guys are like, oh, I have ADHD. What's wrong with you? Okay, we're gonna keep playing. We're gonna keep playing. Keep playing. We're gonna keep reading. Sorry, the last part we were at. Let's start from this one. I know we've read it slightly, but like we've yapped for so long. We've yapped for so long. Hello Tim Meta, welcome to the SCP reading. It's looking a bit different today, but we're doing our best. My Japanese anime. Yeah. Recycling for gameplay. It's distracting, really. God damn it. Maybe once maybe I'll turn this off. Is this better? Is this better? Do you guys what? I don't even know anymore. Oh, I'll turn off the background one, okay? We can have two. Welcome back, Atticus. Let's do these two. I just won't be looking at the screen, okay? I'll turn off these two. Okay. Keep reading. Let's keep reading. SCP ADHD. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we'll do the one starting from 2005, okay? Because I feel like that's the start of the story. What kind of abnormalities do we have? Every one of them. Every one. 2005. Only 20 instances of SCP-17622 appeared during this event. Said instances did not lift off and instead walked slowly on foot for the whole period they were out of SCP-17621. 4 screens right now. 4 in screen. All of them. Friends, we apologize for a few numbers. We have had to remain in fantasy for quite some time. The others are growing impatient. We are trying to keep the peace, but please, for all our happiness, repair the room quickly. We know you are trying. Your family is the most imaginative of us all. The next document is document 176214. Obtained somewhere during 20 redacted. Along with 10 instances of SCP-17622 appearing, 3 balls of yellow crumpled construction paper were expelled from SCP-17621. These pieces were observed to shake violently for 5 seconds, then cease all further movement. They were picked up by SCP-17622 and returned to SCP-17621. This document I have then states, "The giants were foolish. Your room was not ready to accept them yet. We're sorry, friends. We hope that we can still see you. But time is growing short for our happiness." Lobotomy cough again. Next is document 176215. Obtained somewhere again during 20 redacted. 5 instances of SCP-17622 emerged, carrying said document. They immediately returned to SCP-17621 after depositing it on the floor. This document they deposited states, "Tensions are rising. Fantasy is becoming darker. We, the serpents and the hybrids, are furiously trying to hold them back, but the giants and elves wish to strike and make an entrance. They say that your family has grown stupid and ignorant. We hope this untrue. It would sadden us all greatly to know that you have forgotten." The next is document 176216. Obtained again during 20 redacted. A single red instance of SCP-17622 emerged from SCP-17621. Its wings were torn and it was noticeably crumpled. It collapsed onto the floor 1 minute later and did not move again. Upon its expiration, the body of SCP-17622 rapidly unfolded and revealed a message written on the white side of the paper. "War. Goodbye, friends." You guys. Goodbye, friends. 2 hours later, SCP-17621 opened and emitted flames that reached 2 meters in height and temperatures of 1700 degrees Celsius. Sounds of distant roaring were heard from within SCP-17621. At 8 PM, or I guess 20 hours, how do you say this? 2000 hours? A large amount of torn paper pieces and paper balls were ejected from SCP-17621. Several damaged SCP-17622 were also expelled and were deemed deceased upon examination. SCP-17621 continued to sporadically open and close for the next 6 weeks. During this time, it continued to emit fire as the amount of paper discharged from it steadily decreased. Matter resembling muscle and tissue was continuously expelled from SCP-17621 at increasing frequency. SCP-17621 remained closed and inactive for the next 7 months. Oh, it's 8 PM, you just say 20? Ah, I see. I never had to say those times out loud before, so I'm like, what's happening? You know? Okay, cool. I'm glad that the Wukong is is entertaining some of you guys. Okay. The next is document 176217. Obtained again during 20 redacted. This document was discovered lying inside the interior of SCP-17621. It was written on parchment, and many of the words have been blurred or stained with blood. This document states, "Are you still out there, friends? We miss you dearly. Fantasy is no longer safe. Our haven Your beautiful creation is gone. The giants are dead. The centaurs are dead. Birds have fled. We're going to bury your room. We cannot risk hurting you. This is our goodbye. Maybe one day, your family can build another room. This may be a hollow hope, but we will cherish this thought. 1 hour later, SCP-17621 began to shake and emit smoke for 15 minutes, after which it began to sag and collapse. Several portions of the box began to char and tear, creating small burn holes throughout. The words, "Here be dragons" on the lid of the box were burned away. Here be dragons were burned away. The next is document 176218, obtained on 20 redacted. This is the final message obtained from SCP-17621. It was written in ink on a papyrus scroll, and also depicted a scene of a painted, mountainous landscape filled with large trees and waterfalls. A single-winged dragon can be seen in the background. It appears to be flying away. The message is written in black ink in the bottom of the right-hand corner. This document states, "Master says that we won't see you again. We are sad. So are the remaining others. We once again fill each other's heads with dreams and goals. It is so sad that we cannot share them any longer. Master says that we have to go. He says that he'll make us a new fantasy. He says you cannot be a part of it. We are sad. We love you. We will not forget you. We are scared. Will you forget us?" Upon removal of document 176218, salt water began to leak from SCP-17621, and burn marks that covered the container began to disappear. 3 minutes later, SCP-17621 had been restored to its original state. The words, "Here be dragons," were replaced with the words, "Here were dragons." The Jabberwocky event is declared concluded with this occurrence. No! Here were dragons! Here were dragons. I guess they all died. I guess they all died or they all left. Because, you know, they're holding up hope that you was gonna come for them, but I guess you never did. Ruuna just keeps dying while Ruuna yaps on a stool while Ruuna reads. Isn't that crazy? Ruuna can multiply. Something about light refraction and like illusions. Have a motivation to join another LobCorp comic. Go for it! Art inspiration. Where are the dragons? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Cotton Eye Joe! F for the dragons, I know. SCP got them first, not your fault! Not your fault! Imagining the dragons. Well, they did say your family had the most imagination. So this is Addendum 3. Since the end of the Jabberwocky event, SCP-17621 has shown no further abnormalist properties, and has been declared neutralized. SCP-17621 and 3 deceased instances of SCP-17622 now reside in researcher Yoshihiro Takenaka's office for commemorative purposes. Jabberwocky! Jabberwocky! Yeah! Jabberwocky! This is Addendum 176204. Update on December 31st, 2015. Oh, Jabberwocky! Yeah, it's Jabberwocky. Actually, from this update that states it's 2015, these redacted dates must have been between 2015 and 2005, so a decade. So these events must have occurred during that decade. Detective Ruuna Starbright. Oh, Kalala, what a fabulous story. Yeah, what a fabulous day. Not for these SCPs though. After nearly 8 years of inactivity, researcher Takenaka reported SCP-17621 began emitting purple smoke and spontaneously opened at 23 hours, falling to the floor. It dislodged a single chunk of crystal, later identified as amethyst, in a large leather-bound book. The contents of this book appeared to detail various species that once lived within the world of SCP-17622, though from what the author has written, all organisms mentioned are likely extinct. Extinct! The book is now classified as 1762 BOL1. The amethyst crystal had the following words carved onto it. Oh my god, I just got chills. One last time. One last time. After falling, SCP-17621 continuously emitted smoke for the next 40 minutes before ceasing all activity. Upon trying to pick up SCP-17621, Takenaka reported that the box proceeded to disintegrate upon touching it. Its remains are now kept in a containment capsule in his office. I wonder if this SCP meant anything to the researcher Takenaka. I wonder. Because why else would it be commemorative for him, you know? Not fabulous, but frabjous. Very true. Very, very English of you. Yeah, I have to go. Last time I said that, it came back 3 times. It's like a toxic relationship. Just keep coming back. You gotta learn to let go, Satojo. Throw in your head, the voices. Now, because we're only reading this SCP today, I was actually curious about the book that was expelled alongside the crystal from SCP-17622. So we're gonna read some contents from SCP-1762-BOL1. I'm not sure if we're gonna read all of its contents because it is very chunkious, but you know, I thought it would be nice to read some of it. Is this SCP Euclid? What is the SCP? I forgot. It's safe now. It's neutralized. The object class is neutralized. See? Neutralized. And anyway, we're gonna read some I do have to go to sleep. Oh my god, Eepee! Eepee! Go to sleep, Meow! Sleep well! Gonna catch some Zeds. It's really late for you. Ah, good night, Meow! My ADHD here is concentrated. Right here after the videos are like really just taking away your brain. No sleep, only Ruuna or else. No! Meow needs to sleep. Meow needs to sleep. You guys get to stay here. Meow needs to sleep. Meow is busy. Meow needs to stream too. Let's go into the book. Yeah, imagine losing to a bunch of paper. What do you mean? We lost the paper. Everyone is sad about these papers. Yeah, neutralize. Good night, mother. Good night, mother. Good night. Good night. Yashumi no shoi. Okay, this is the contents of the book. It's called The Beasts of the Old Letters. You hold in your hands the paper keys, the keys that can unlock fantasy. But it bothers me that the menu button keeps covering the words, but can't hide it, so what bro? You're holding in your hands the paper key, the keys that can unlock fantasy. Yeah, go follow mommy! Meow's one of the best fanboys. And does really interesting streams about world building and, you know... Oh, Meow started doing ASMR recently, which is fun. Yeah. It's very fun. Go check Meow out. Okay, let's start reading. Reading Hotlands? Yeah. What can I say? I'm a speedrunner. Oh man, even better, I know. Oh my god, you know, okay, so maybe it's a CN meme, right? But basically the CN meme goes, oh my god, like, what a pretty lady, like, can I get your phone number? And then the lady is like, I'm a man. And then usually the comment section will be like, oh my god, a man, even better. they're like, can't get pregnant. Slay. I think when a man meets Ruuna Starbright though, he can get pregnant. I'm that good, you know? Anyway. When I first discovered this wondrous land, I could scarcely believe everything before me. The spiraling and floating mountains that reached so high that the rings of cloud were still below them. The great waterfalls that sprayed down from the ancient rivers that flowed through forests with trees, wise and full of knowledge. The oceans with their golden beaches and cool lapping waves that never roared nor stormed. And the life within, such unique and wonderful creatures that walk through this fantastic land. It took years for me to gaze upon them all. Who knows? I may have had more to see. See you, Articus! See you later! So Satojo. Damn, that's rough, buddy. Okay, that's why we're going back to the reading. Once things get out of hand, we go back to reading. I wanna not get banned on this website, you know. Okay. I can't see them anymore though. The land is now barren and cold, so empty and sad that even the icy ridge that lines the northern forest would offer more warmth. Everything has vanished, all the wonders gone. All the vibrant, amazing things in this world once had to offer disappeared. I still wonder where they went. I doubt I will ever know. All I do know is that I have my books, my stories, and the memories that are already beginning to fade away as I grow aged, and alone in the old man's mind that still believes a long-last fantasy may return. I don't think I'll live to see them come back, but I leave these stories to whoever finds them, so that they can know that they did exist. It didn't hurt, I swear. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Now, this is a list of all the books. The Beast of the Old Letters. I'll show you guys here. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I don't know if I'll read all of them, but I'll read some of them. Some of them have illustrations, so I'll read them first, and then we'll pick a few to read. I think. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. The first one is this one. I'll size it down so it fits the screen. Here you go. This one is the Alafox. Alafox. So this story of the Alafox states, when dawn shines through the trees of the soft needle forest, you can find the Alafox humming through giant lilies for a morning meal. A beautiful two-headed bird slightly larger than a full-grown man, with downy rainbow feathers that quiver ever so slightly as they run through the warm morning breeze. The Alafox has 4 wings that are more akin to an insect than a bird's, but they blend seamlessly with the back of the creature. They are jeweled and delicate, and they catch the early rays in such a way that they glint and shimmer. What you doing in Snowden? Dating. Dating. The Alafox's head each sport a single large crest which changes colors from one bird to the next. The eyes are round and a deep purple. The beaks gold and slender, and the cry of an Alafox is sublime. A smooth, crisp, and echoing warble. The heads take turns as they call out, one rising, one falling, one rising, one falling. It's not a mosquito, it's an Alafox! If this bit you, you'd be dead. The full-grown man size, you know. Alafox eggs are pure white until the chick comes close to hatching, during which they will turn vibrant shades of pink, green, blue, and gold. The chick is no larger than a hand and, like any other infant bird, naked and blind for weeks. The first coat of down is white as well, but as it grows older, colors will show through, layer upon layer until a full array of hues coats the bird. I had the great privilege of seeing an Alafox nest myself, after many years of exploring the soft needle forest. Before, I had to rely on the records and drawings from the dragons. They are built on the ground, nearly as wide as a dinner table, interlaced with the branches of thorny ivy to keep predators away from the chicks. The interior is matted with tufts from the down berry bushes. Indeed, the berries themselves are brought back to feed the young too. Of course, I could only marvel a few precious minutes before the parents returned, and proceeded to fiercely chase me away for a good quarter of a mile before they turned back to their eggs. Nonetheless, I felt a great deal of happiness knowing I had witnessed such a rare sight with my own eyes. So that is the Alafox. The next one I have... Oh, comment. 間違った。ごめんね。Also a different SCP from a previous SCP reading. This next one we have on the screen here is... It's very cute. It's called the Bumpkles. So this Bumpkles an enigmatic, and there is a frightening creature the Bumpkle is. The dragons themselves say they do not know how or when the Bumpkle arrived in the Black Rock Forest to the north, but they have lurked within those rugged trees for centuries now. I dare not travel into the Black Rock Forest alone. That place crawls with animals of the night and is a place with mystery and fear. The good wizard Garen and the dragon Darwin, oh sorry, I keep getting to scroll. Darwin accompany me all the way, and I am forever grateful for the willingness and courage. The wizard Garen and the dragon Darwin. Yeah, he's just a head and leg, you know, it's like a little boing boing. If this runs at you though, you'll be like terrified. As the Black Rock Forest looms nearer, I began to remember tales of Bumpkle encounters. Some poor brave soul who went exploring alone when the Ashen Trail was not yet made. What dreadful and terrifying experiences they must have been. Half a mile into the forest and the sunlight was already most completely blocked out. We relied on the soft glow of the karaput moss and ringed mushrooms. The mosquitoes were vicious to the wizard and I. Another 15 minutes of walking and we saw our first Bumpkle. Pineapple candy. Oh, covered in fur too. Or like fairy floss, I guess? Or to put it more accurately, Bumpkles. 5 of them, all hunched over as they crooned over a carcass. From the dim light of plant life, I could see the muzzle of what may have been a wattle grunt. All of us halted, afraid to disturb the creatures. Easily 30, not even 40 feet tall. A single clawed bird-like foot and leg that rose all the way without any other limb or torso until it connected to the head. A giant rounded thing that covered in thick, matted down. The 2 enormous eyes that shone like moons, casting light onto the dead wattlegram and illuminating the dead creature more than I would dare to see. They say the eyes of a Bumpkle hypnotize and put the unfortunate gazer into a state of shock and horror. Had we not immediately frozen, they may have turned onto us as well. A Bumpkle has 2 mouths, one giant seams hidden underneath its hairy head, filled with needle-like teeth. The other is underneath its foot, the toes acting as teeth that clamp and fasten onto the flesh, as the inner rings of jaws greedily bites off bits and flesh. Bits of flesh. Bits and flesh. Bits of flesh. The sound that the Bumpkle were making was atrocious. He's got bad table manners. We stood... Typo! 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 Oh my god, for once it's not me! They spelled there wrong! It's not me! It's not me! We stood there, silently, for the next half hour. By the time the Bumpkles began to retreat into the dark, the wattle grunt was unrecognizable. A pile of bones and entrails. The dropper flies began falling from the branches of the trees above to pick at the few remains. We followed the Ashen Trail back into the clear, where a flood of relief greeted us. I would not return to the Black Rock Forest again for years. That is the Bumpkles. We're missing for 4 minutes. Sorry, Papa. Welcome back, son. Oh, welcome back. The next one we're gonna read is about the charm changes. Now these are funny. These are funny little guys. Very cute. Also, I really like the way they did a pencil sketch. It really shows that this is like a journal of a person just recording stuff, you know? How about this? Charm changes. So let me drink some water. Water! Water! Oh no, it's dripping everywhere. No! Here we go. Water! Hydration check. What? Okay. This is charm changes. H2O fights back. You know, oh my god, it's the thing where if you eat a pineapple, the pineapple eats you back, right? Because there's acid in like pineapple. So like when your mouth is dissolving the pineapple, it's also dissolving you. That's why your mouth is like tingly after you eat pineapple. And it may be the same with kiwis. Fun fact! Okay, this next story is charm changes. More akin to a spirit than an animal, charm changes nonetheless have a special place in the fantastic land, and so I have included them in this book. With their intense curiosity and the near limitless variety, charm changes can be found in any place so long as magic exists there. In the base form, they resemble whips of pink, yellow, and orange light, sometimes looking like a human child, sometimes no more than an amorphous blob with 2 round eyes. They are very pure beings and have an intense attraction toward materials used in spellcasting, with a particular regard for books and scrolls. As such, charm changers have been revered as guardians of magic shops, libraries, and rune spots alike. Visitors and creators of such places would be wise to leave a small offering of some sort to charm changers, usually consisting of a story, a carving, or a runestone. Charm changers will take such offerings and turn them into a vessel for themselves, thereby adding the offering's magical power to its own and providing itself better protection for an otherwise delicate body. Those who keep charm changers happy are blessed with prosperity once appeased. Charm changers are more than happy to assist those who visit or work in places they inhabit. Every time I eat oranges, they melt my tooth enamel. Yeah, that's why all fruits are SCPs. That's why. The more you know. However, charm changes can be corrupted with offerings of dark subject matter, as well as being forgotten or neglected. Charm changes that suffer such treatment will become cursed changes, and turn otherwise benevolent places into areas of ill fortune and disease. Cursed changes are black, green, and silver as opposed to their lighter counterparts, and, once transformed, are impossible to change back. The most tragic incident of charm changes turned cursed occurred at the Library of Naught, where an offering of contaminated elixirs turned nearly 200 charm changes into maddened spirits that began to leak poison into the streets. The dragons were forced to burn down the entire library, incinerating charm changes along with hundreds of scripts and books. The dragons, I feel like, were like peacekeepers of the world, you know? They were peacekeepers and like war broke out, and then the dragons had to leave. No! What's wrong with you? Autistic man! No! Such foul language in my chat! Why such foul language? Going on with the unsale stream? I think we just met Metadon. I think we just met Metadon there. Metadon's giving us a quiz and we're like, huh. Oh! I don't know the answer. I know, the F word on stream, how dare you? How could you say the F word on my say so wholesome, very, very good, very PG stream? How could you? Tis. Not the F word, God. The 4-letter F word is banned in my stream, you know? Fucking hell. I think this is the last one with illustration. So I'm gonna change back to the Hero Dragons book. Yeah? Is this good? Oh, should we put an actual book there? Oh well, I don't have it, so let's just put the Hero Dragons image. This next one is again in the list of, you know, addendums. This one is also from the book dropped by SCP-176. 2 1761, and it's about the drop of dwellers. Red dragon bringing my ADHD back. What is it with red? What is it with the red? What's wrong with the red dragon? Like the color just like triggers something within you. Like, oh, my ADHD is back. It's back. If you guys keep on getting distracted, I'm gonna turn off. I'm gonna turn off the videos. I'm gonna turn off the funny videos. You get no Subway Surfers. Red triggers my ADHD. Well, thank goodness you have Subway Surfers, don't you? Thank goodness for you. Drop off dwellers. At the edge of the coral flats and bountiful cliffs where the seaside takes a plunge into cooler waters, pods of drop-off dwellers float and bob lazily in a peaceful slumber. They are shaped like a teardrop that grew immensely swollen on one side, with a small pointed tail that does little in terms of moving its enormous body. Dwellers rely more on the current to move than themselves, going for months at a time without food until drifting back to the fantastic lands. Easily up to 8 feet long, they're two distinct species of dwellers. The dwellers of the coral flats possess distinct growths on their heads, which are actually coral colonies that have fallen and become affixed during feeding times. Coral dwellers are a light blue color with lighter rings dotting their backs. No, anything but the Subway Surfers. No, kill me instead, but don't torture me. Nothing personnel, kid. Bum. Cliff dwellers are mottled brown with much more numerous blue spots. The tails ending a clump of streamer-like. Oh, streamer? That's me. I'm a streamer. With streamer-like skin flaps that ripple and twirl as the dweller slowly moves through the waters. Your grandma gets 200% better on PC. All the more reasons to go on PC, right? You can watch Ruuna Starbright on big screen. Dwellers come to the fantastic lands once a year. Corals during the spring and cliffs during the fall. At the coral flats, dozens of dwellers line side by side at the drop-off's edge, where together they inhale huge amounts of seawater, sucking down the old, dead, and leftover remains that accumulated over the winter. When they are done feeding on the debris, the reefs are once again new and ready to begin a new cycle of life. On the bountiful cliffs, dwellers spit out water high into the air at the fruit trees above, freeing hundreds of heavy trees from their burdens and into their mouths. Life below also rely on the falling fruits for a final feast before winter comes, when they either must go on a long journey to warmer waters or wait it out in hibernation. Regardless of which season, drop-off dwellers play a key role. Or English is not my first language, okay? 英国我不过讲那个，我们呢？ Okay. Regardless of which season, drop-off dwellers play a key role in making sure coasts of the fantastic lands stay vibrant. You insulted my 20 × 10 pixel phone. Oh my god, so high res. That's crazy. What's your first language? The language of the stars. I'm Ruuna Starbright, the fallen star from the constellation Aries. What makes you think my first language was the mortal tongue? That's my mummy language. The echoes of the stars and space and black holes. Oh, my bad. Yeah. You know, it's part of my it's my heritage. Okay, I think we're actually, yeah. That's how I talk. Actually, that's how I talk. No, your mortal ears can't actually comprehend what I sound like, but I can show you what it's like when it's written. This is what my second language or third maybe. This is what I actually sound like when I talk. In my native tongue, you know. This is what I sound like. My language is Subway Surfers with Family Guy and slime videos on the side. No! Oh my gosh, as expected of the person who found me on TikTok. That's expected trash. Sasuga. Sounds beautiful, thank you. Thank you. I also think, you know, the language of the stars. Oh shit, I used the accent from the Polish, my dear. Tisk tisk. Okay. Let's read a few more of these. They're really interesting actually. We have a lot more to go, by the way. Which ones do we want to read? Which ones do we want to read? Maybe I think today's reading max 2 hours, so I don't know if I want to read all of them, but ooh, which one seems interesting? I definitely want to read Lightning Struck Titans because oh sorry, you guys don't see it. I want to read this one because they were mentioned in the initial SCP documents. Monoliths to Heaven just sound very interesting. Sun Stealers also sound very interesting. Watchers of the Waning Moon. The Trimblewest sounds interesting. And I don't know how. The Yanya and the Yanyiris. Easy to translate to neutral Spanish. Oh, what are you saying? What are you saying, funny man? What are you saying? I promise I'll keep reading after this. I'm curious. Thank you. Satojo just said, I love big butts and I cannot lie. Thank you, Satojo, for the great comment. Let's read about the Echosburg Forest first, and then we'll read about the Titans. So I'm curious about the habitats of the SCP-1762, you know? While not as large or dense as either the Soft Needle or Black Rock Forest, the Echosburg Forest and its singing groves are a popular destination for commoners and explorers alike. Not what I said, but kind of what I meant. Yeah. Hi Atticus, welcome back! Despite its name, the Echosburg Forest is not actually a forest and is instead a single large organism. Ooh! Each of the trees in the forest is a runner sent up by a large and complex root system, which is impeded in the Echosburg Peak. The trunks of these runners are hollowed out and the openings to the hollow interior on the tops and sides of the trunk. Air will often funnel through the top opening and blow out through the other side, through the side openings, creating a variety of tones. It's like an instrument! The leaves on the branches of these trees grow in a curled funnel-like shape. You're nearly completing the comic. Oh, congratulations, you're so fast. The constant production of tones by the runners fills the grove with a flowing, improvisational melody, providing a pleasant acoustic background for visitors. This constant stream of sound is then funneled into the forest leaves, into the centers of the spirals where the air once again enters into the inner workings of the runners. Wood nymphs and scholars who have studied the groves believe that this constant passing back and forth of music between the trees is the forest thinking to itself. Wow! Among these, there is among us. I feel like we need a petition to like make writers stop putting the word "among" in their writings. You know, post the sussy period, the venting period. Let's call it VE. Okay, venting error. Because every single time I see the word "among," I just like my brain just goes, "Oh my god!" Among these, there is a small following which believes the forest is only asleep, and that the great wood beasts will one day awake and rise out of Echosburg Peak. So it's not Echosburg. Excoburg Peak. Excoburg Peak. The unique hollowed-out trunks of Echosburg Forest providing habitats. The unique hollowed-out trunks of Echosburg. Maybe I'm dyslexic. The unique hollowed-out trunks of the Excoburg Forest provide habitats for numerous small animals, including sizable populations of burnt waffle and zootru. The forest is also the only location in which the bulb-nut squirrel are found naturally. This vibrant ecosystem makes the forest popular among amateurs. Amateur, naturalists, and seasoned explorers alike. Shoshi Baka! Baka! Makes me think that Ruuna should add a ragdoll to her model. She almost broke one thing. Yeah, sometimes my tracking breaks if I'm too excited. Baka sounds like a cow. Moo! I am pretty cow patterned though, aren't I? The black and green. Moo! Okay, I wanted to read about the lightning struck titans. It seems like an interesting story. Big stretch, and I need to drink some tea. I need to drink tea. My teacup ASMR. Oh my god, I know what this particular scene in my Undertale stream is about. This is when I spent like 15 minutes writing writing obviously Earth lore, real Earth history, where I'm an anime girl running from school with toast in my mouth, and then I run into Kaya Alberich, and then we have like a lovely first meeting, and then we get married. This is what happened during this Undertale stream. This particular moment. I'm pretty sure anyway. Okay. The lightning struck Titan. It is a mercy to all the fantastic lands that the lightning struck Titan only awakens with the passing of Mamarov's storm every 300 years in the southern jagged mountain of Kor. Lovely story, thank you. Whoa! Wow, you're so Philippines. As well as Baga is also a cow. But Baga! The beast resemble a beetle or hermit crab with a dragon's head. A beetle or hermit crab with a dragon's head. That's a titan? Okay. The thunderstruck titan is a beast that resembles a beetle or hermit crab with a dragon's head, covering a gorgeous. Is that how you say it? Gorgeous? English is not my first language. How do I say this? Come on! Pronunciation. How do I say this?
Goliath.
Goliath! Goliath! Don't you guys like my reading stream so I know how to read? Keyboard ASMR, yeah! Goliath, uh-huh. Okay. That's how you say it. Wait. Yeah, it's like... I love this keyboard because like you can hear my aggressive typing. And like, I just... it makes me go back to my office lady days, you know? I'm just like so tired all the time, like smashing out anything on my keyboard. It's a thick keyboard. It also glows in the dark. Iron Maiden. Oh, interesting comic. A comic about Iron Maiden. A futuristic and purposeful. Fine. I think the Iron Maiden was the first torture device I ever interacted with. I didn't use it, of course, but OL, I'm in. No, but I quit. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Get home at like 10 PM, you know. Anyway. So, the beast resembles a beetle or hermit crab with a dragon's head, covering a Goliath pyramid of stone and dirt that accumulates over its 300-year sunburst. A huge, crumbling, spiraling tower resides on its back, built by the same sorcerer, whom the storm that awakens the beast is named after. Been there, done that, not a fan. And yet though, the cold night makes the best ambience to lay my lazy ass on bed and sleep. Goodbyes and have a wholesome Tsukimi to stream. Thank you for dropping by, Satoja. Have a good nap. Yasumi nasai. OL Ruuna skin? No, never. I left that life behind me. I left that life behind me. No more OL. Now I'm just Ruuna Starbright. I escaped the constellations for a reason. I was like, I don't want to be a OL anymore. I quit. And then I jumped off the stars and onto Earth. Vamarov came to the fantastic lands 2,000 years ago. 2,000 ago. Amazing. They need to proofread this. Vamarov came to the fantastic lands 2,000 ago in a search to build a place where he could practice and perfect his art of weather spells. The jagged mountain proved ideal to him with the isolation and formidable appearance. He began to construct his tower at the plateau of the highest mountain he could find. It would take him 15 years to complete. As soon as the final brick was placed, he began to call forth a thunderstorm more powerful than any mountains had seen. The lightning surged from the spire of Vamarov's tower to the base and below, each strike stirring the beast he had built his tower upon. He fucked up. I understand your pain. Yeah, yeah. If you leave, you never want to go back. With earth-shaking might, the Titan stretched its legs and rose. A 1,000-foot Goliath that bellowed as the storm caused it pain while at the same time restoring it to life. The lightning-struck Titan began to move once more, eating huge chunks of earth and stone from the cliffside with its toothed maw. And all the while the storm raged above its back, following the Titan as it lumbered through the jagged mountains. Vamarov himself perished as his tower collapsed with each step the giant took. And he's like, he spent like 2,000 years building his tower, and then the moment he tried to do his thing, he's like, 07. The dragons sought at once to try and stop the beast, or at least impede it, but the Titan was impervious to all magic. It was an ancient, long-forgotten creature, a force of nature, and it seemed its rampage would destroy all of the fantastic lands. Finally, a group of mages led by the sorceress named Talia arrived. They cast a spell that created the giant winds to drive the storm away from the lightning-struck Titan, and the beast began to slow as the energy gained from the storm disappeared. It managed to return to its resting place before falling asleep once again, and the land it raised fell silent. Talia and her group were hailed as the heroes, and they turned their efforts to restoring the damage done by the Titan. Afterwards, they would guard the jagged mountains until their deaths, continuing to strengthen enchantment that kept Vamarov's storm and the lightning-struck Titan apart. However, the two are bound to meet again. Vamarov's storm returned every 300 years from its banishment in the howling sands to reawaken the beast below. The last time the Titan awoke was 187 years ago. I fear the day when we must once again prepare for the worst. So do you think what ended the dragons was the Titan's awakening? And then they could no longer contain the dragons. It contained the Titans, and everyone just whoop 07. I'm also curious about this one. The monoliths to heaven. In the flat southern east. So what? That's a long word. If it's longer than like 5 letters, 5 characters, I'm like, huh? 07. 07. In the flat southeastern. Southeastern. In the flat southeastern plains of Xianu. I guess Xianu? Plains of Xianu. A group of creatures live in a group that grows by a mere 1 member at the beginning of each year. The monoliths to heaven. Each monolith is less flesh and more stone. Made of obsidian, they are shaped like rugged ellipse, with a singular large hole running through the top portion like a downward staring eye. 2 spindly legs jut out, then fall to the ground from the center of the monolith. Legs that look like they would never be able to support a creature of a monolith's mass. However, the monolith's deep magical ties with the stars! With me! With the stars allow them to stand for the long walk they must undertake each new year. I'm related to the monoliths! I'm related to the Here Dragons SCP! I'm not an SCP though, you know, I swear, I promise. I'm not an SCP. Monoliths travel between 2 locations and 2 locations only. One is the site of a meteor, a crater that spans 1,000 feet wide. The other is a tomb for Gang the Magician. Jiang the Magician, the monolith's creator, known for his near-eccentric obsession with the stars. Am I his Oshi? Am I Am I Jiang's Oshi? Jiang frequently ventured to the Shannon Plains with stargazing gear, constantly looking for what he claimed to be the heavenly planet. Such a planet is vaguely described in the old Shannon texts, but only as a folktale, a legend. However, until his dying breath, Jiang believed that the heavenly planet to be more than just a myth, and so he created the monolith that carried out his work when he himself could no longer achieve his dream. Oh, that's so cute. It's me. Yeah, it's me. Until the weeks before the new year, the monoliths remained buried in a ring around Jiang's tomb. During this time, the holes in the bodies create various patterns as the sun rises and sets. Once Eve falls on the week before the new year, the monoliths rise from their slumber one by one, and it is during this time one can see Jiang's determination to ascend to the heavenly planet. The tallest current monolith towers at a staggering 600 feet in the air. Each following monolith is 50 feet shorter for a total of a dozen. As the sky darkens, the monoliths begin a slow 50-mile walk to the crater side, with only the starlight to guide them, with Ruuna Starbright to guide their way. As they walk in descending order, they almost look like the stairs of a giant's castle. On the dawn of the new year, when they have gathered in the center of the crater, the birth of a new monolith begins. Still in the descending order, the light of the new sun shines through the holes of the monoliths onto the ground, illuminating the spot where a new member will rise from the ground, born from the fragments of the meteor that struck the fantastic lands 2,000 years ago. This new member will become the new, tallest monolith, the next stepping stone to Jiang's fabled world. Once the new monolith takes its place at the front of the line, the stone giants begin their walk back to the grave of their master, where they bury themselves once again until the next year. Would the monoliths sooner take over the world, or would Jiang sooner ascend to the stars? We never know. We never know. Now, do we want to read the notes, people? Oh, I wanted to read about the Sun Stealers. The Sun Stealers. Oh, Broncos mention! Okay! So, this one is about the Sun Stealers. Years after the clothes brush with the buckles, remember? The big apple candy mans. With the 1 foot. I would make 3 more ventures into the Black Rock Forest. However, on the 4th journey, I was in search of one creature in particular. The fabled beings known as Sun Stealers. Said to be tall as the trees themselves and black and cold as a starless night. No, Ruuna Starbright! Heaven knows why I would actually want to intentionally go look for them. The dragons once again sent help with me, this time with a young sapphire dragonling named Tyria. Tyria? And a wise steelback named Janadi. Before leaving, Garen ran up to us with a last-minute gift as well. A potion that would turn us dark as the Black Rock Forest so that the creature hiding within could not spy us as we invaded their home. Garen himself would not dare accompany us again. I do not think any less of him for doing so. Could this be the creature, the one who stole my son? Maybe. You know, all the UK people ask this question as well. The trip to the Black Rock Forest felt different this time, colder, like the creatures expected our return and were gleefully waiting to strike as soon as we stepped foot into their lair. I suspected it was just nerves, though as we passed through the rugged line, I could not help but begin to have second thoughts about coming back. As the first Black Rock shrubs came into view, and the new moon cast darkness onto the ground, Tyria, Janadi, and I took out Garen's gift and each took a drink from the bottle. You ripped the British, drinking the cup of tea with nothing but the darkness to accompany them. Speaking of which, I will drink my tea as well. Yum yum yum. Oh, delicious. Tuesday, innit? Tuesday. Isn't that how to say though? Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday. I think the Australian accent when they say Tuesday is similar. They talk funny anyway, innit? So we took a drink from the bottle. It was like having a barrel of water from the glaciers of the ridge forced down your throat. But when the chills passed, we could tell Garen's work had been done. We were all still able to see each other, but each of us looked like a reflection in slowly rippling water. It camouflaged to shield us from whatever lurked in the trees. As we steadied our minds and once again went into... We steadied our minds and once again went into the Ashen Trail. Sun stealers were said to live deep within the black rock trees, where the earth itself felt like floating pitch and the slightest sound echoes like the crackling of 1,000 bones. We journeyed for what I think was 2 days. All the while, the Ashen Trail grew less and less pronounced, and the darkness became overwhelming. More than once, Nidhi suggested we concede and turn back, but I was stubborn, and Tyria was eager for adventure. We pushed on. On the 5th day, Janity spotted something. A patch of darkness even more ominous than the surrounding black. A darkness that rippled and seemed to ripple and churn. I knew at once we had found a Sunstealer Grove. Grove! Sunstealer Grove! Oh my god, you would think with all the time I spent playing video games, I would know how to say Grove. Sunstealer Grove. It was well off the Ashen Trail, though we knew that we must step off the path. Tyria was the first to go forward. I am slightly ashamed to say, I was the third. Pussy! Coward! Anyway, he's dead now, so 07. The chill grew frigid as we came closer. The silence all-consuming, but still we pressed on. After moving a mere 20 paces, we were soaked with sweat. Near collapse, but we made it. And we waited to gaze upon the Sunstealer with a mix of terror and excitement. None came. We waited for hours and the creatures never appeared. It was maddening. Time slipped away. On the 3rd day, Janity finally told us to go back, and with hearts heavy, provisions low, and minds fogging, we relented. As we neared the clearing into the rugged pass, the Sunstealers appeared. The old scriptures were true. Tall as trees like a shroud woven from a black sky. A smooth black... Sorry, I can't read. There's too many colors, I'm like a dog. Ow, 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 I can't see. Forest the trees like a shroud woven from a black sky. A smooth white depression for a face. Oh, sorry. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Where were we? A smooth white depression for a place. A smooth white depression for a face. 2 black, expressionless eyes that look on us like a child about to curiously crush an insect. An ebony crown that floated above their heads with long, slender points, and above the crown, an orb that looked like a star. It's Ruuna Starbright. She's back. An orb that made me realize why the Sunstealers were so aptly named. The crown seemed to suck the light from the circle, the glow changing from white to grey to black as it reached the crown's base, but it didn't end with the stars within the crowns. I am within the crown! Like, it's like a cream jar, but like, I am within the crown, I guess. The Sunstealers. Welcome back, Atticus! Congratulations on finishing your comic. What little light that snuck through the trees was dragged to them as well. The black leaves withering as they lost what little sun they could live from. The creatures living within them fleeing or falling dead at the creatures' feet. Like a what? Oh, don't worry about it, Tim Metal. You probably heard wrong. Don't worry. You heard wrong. Oh, jeez, okay. Tyria died. Just casually, Tyria died. The Sunstealers enveloped her in their cloaks, and when they moved away, she was nothing more than a weathered skin. They parted as if telling Janity and I to leave, as if we had paid the price for their mercy with 1 life. We stumbled away, and when I looked back, they were gone. The Ashen Trail was overrun with new black rock plants, as if they never existed. That was my 4th and final visit to the forest. Without the Ashen Trails, the dragon themselves have refused to go back. My innocent ears. They're still innocent, though. They're still innocent, right? Because, like, there's nothing bad happening in my say-so stream. Like, literally, I don't know what you're hearing, but you must be hallucinating. This one? And the next one I want to read is the Trimblewest. I just thought it's a cute name. Trimblewest. Trimblewest are among the most numerous creatures in all fantasy, and with good reason, as they are able to thrive in nearly any environment where there is food. Outwardly, Trimblewest begin their life with an appearance similar to that of a mouse. Little rat! Though without a noticeable tail and much more rotund, so like a hamster. They have white coats of fur and ruby eyes. As the Trimblewest carries on through its life, its development is shaped by the food it eats. You are what you eat! Bet the Trimblewest always dream. That's crazy. The type of food that the Trimblewest eats will cause changes in its size, shape, coat, and even occasionally the limbs it possesses. If it eats octopus, do you think it turns into a tentacle monster? Anyway, just as the type of food that the Trimblewest eats affects its outward appearance, the quality of the food it eats changes its disposition. High quality food causes the Trimblewest to become tame and domestic, while garbage causes it to become vicious and dangerous. If you eat garbage, did you know if you eat garbage you become a garbage person? That's why you have to eat healthy. Trimming, hey, is there something I'm missing out on? What's trimming? What's trimming? For this reason, families will often forego eating the choice portions of the meals in order to appease and train the Trimblewest, which may be living in their house. Oh my god, that's crazy. It's like a house pet. Can confirm I love garbage. Oh no, Tim Metal! Our favorite we already have trash in the stream. We can't have another trash person. My trash people. My rat people. The fandom name, the rats. Yeah, you are the trash. Look at the username. It literally says, yes, I'm trash. Like, God forbid we see your diet. I'm the garbage. Oh no. You guys, do all of you guys just eat junk food? Is that why? Well, paying a visit to the Count of Flurunt, I was treated by my host to the pair of curiosities. The Count was in possession of two very unique specimens of Trimblewest, one which had only been fed on gold. Rich people! Rich people! Eat! Oh, I'm gonna eat. And the second of which only been fed on rose petals. The first had grown size an appreciable amount, had a sleek coat of golden coloration, and was much thinner in the front than in the back. Damn, it's like a dumpy? Giving it a kind of egg shape. The second did not seem to have grown much. If anything, it had shrunk. However, its coat had been replaced by layers of brilliant red feathers. It had a thick tail similar to a dragon's. Later that night, the Count and I feasted on what I was informed was a Trimblewest, which had been raised on a diet of beef, pork, and veal. I found the meat quite to my liking. No, but the Trimblewest is so cute. What's wrong with you? No, Trimblewest. That's like saying, oh yeah, I raise pet hamsters and I also eat hamsters. Like, you can only pick one. Like a dog person who's like, oh yeah, I have like 3 pet dogs. By the way, here's our dinner, hot dog. Dude, that's crazy. We got the meat, but at what cost? At what cost? At what cost? Okay. Oh, okay, this one. This one I also wanted to read. Watchers of the Waning Moon. So this is the Watchers of the Waning Moon, and it's probably the second last I'll read today, from the book. Once in a while, I will come across a creature that I feel I will never truly be able to understand. The Watchers of the Waning Moon are such a group, shrouded in mystery and practitioners in a strange and surreal act that even the dragons cannot understand. Drag on these nuts, though! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I haven't made a dragon pun this whole time. Drag on these. Mother's Moon! Oh, it is Mother's Moon! With us even in spirit. Yeah, Meow's, one of Meow's representative is the moon, so the mother! Mama's asleep, okay? Don't disturb your mom. Watchers live in the brush of the eastern plains, only appearing at night. They have the head and front body of a white stag with thin, fine antlers that adorned with moon lily buds. Some say that the antlers are not horns at all, but actual moon lily plants that have sprouted and rooted through their heads. However, due to the Watcher's cautious nature, no one has been able to prove one theory or the other. The back end of the animal is the tail of a serpent, long, smooth-scaled, and pearly. The tip of the tail ends in a single large moon lily, which, like the flowers on the Watcher's antlers, will remain a bud until the moment of the Watcher's death. These creatures are intensely shy, fleeing and vanishing in a cloud of mist should someone spot them. Damn, is that you guys? Are you guys shy like that? You make eye contact and you're like you run away. The only time they show themselves is during the time of the waning crescent of the first moon, during which dozens of watchers will gather at the plains thicket and undertake a ritual unlike any other. Articus is writing a whole prayer. When the waning crescent of the first moon is the highest in the sky, one watcher from those present will step forward and begin to climb and snake the way up the trees until it rests on top of the leaves. Those below will begin to rock and circle in rhythm, their movements along the ground creating large and perplexing patterns. All the while they hum in a low bass-like chorus. As the patterns increase in number, the moon lilies on the tail and antlers of the watchers atop the trees will begin to open. Eye contact, what's that? Getting roasted so much. Don't worry, it's coming from a place of love. Don't cry. Don't cry. She hates us. She bullies us. We signed up for this. Yay! Masochists! Yay! Masochists! Oh, okay, so as the patterns increase in number, the moon lilies on the tail and antlers of the watcher atop the trees will begin to open. Once the lilies are fully bloomed, the watcher will let out a long, drawn-out cry before pushing off and jumping high into the air. The lilies will begin to release whiffs of pollen, and the watcher will inexplicably continue to rise like a flying snake for hundreds of feet, continuing to ascend towards the moon. However, as soon as the lily's pollen is spent, the watcher will cease to rise and plummet to the ground. Upon impact, the broken body of the animal will dissolve into a mist which rises and dissipates into the night sky. All watchers will appear to sigh and fade, clouding the thicket with the same mist until they all disappear. Afterwards, the only evidence of them ever being present are the strange patterns they drew upon the ground. Well, I'm a bit shy, just not that very shy. Congratulations. When I asked the librarian dragons Parin and Lunthana about the Watcher's strange factors, they told me they could only guess. There are several scripts that provide a theory to the Watcher's behavior. Some say that the Watchers believe the waning crescent is one of their own, an individual that has attained transcendence in the heavens, and that the creatures on this earth are attempting to join it. Indeed, the crescent resembles an arching snake. Other scripts believe the opposite, that the creatures see the moon as a watcher trapped in the sky, and that, in jumping, they are attempting to grab it and bring it back down. Either way, it is a fascinating but thoroughly enigmatic insight into the watcher of the waning moon. Whatever the reason, they show no signs of stopping their ceremony. I wonder if they will ever realize the moon cannot be caught. The moon can never be caught. The last entry I want to read today. Should we read this one? Read this one, it seems interesting. Yeah, let's read this one. The Yanya and the Yayiris. Yayiris, yeet. Yeah, yeet first. Okay. Oh, why did my phone light up? Give me a sec. I'm waiting for like some important messages. So if my phone lights up, I just like double check it just in case. Okay, I think we're fine. the police haven't come for me yet. Okay. Let's read the last one of the day. The Yanya and the Yanyiris. There is a forest ring of islands east of the fantastic lands that has been left largely uncharted Due to a species even the dragons shudder to hear mentioned, the Yanya. The Yanya spread cold and lifelessness wherever they walked, blanching everything around them as they continuously sap vitality. Anything living or inanimate that comes too close to the Yanya will collapse grayed and cold in a matter of seconds. Such behavior has caused the trees, the earth, and even the surrounding seas of the home to turn grey as dust, and so the Yanya's home is aptly known as the Monochrome Islands. Physically, the Yanya are tall and lean like the elves, though they do not wear garments and lack any parts to identify gender, if they so have them. Damn, I wish that was me. To be tall and lean and agender and spread cold and death wherever I go. The skin is the same grey as everything they touch, and their hands and feet both have long nailless digits that constantly grip and ungrip with a chilling fluidity. However, the most distinctive and chilling aspect of the Yanya are their faces. Never mind, I don't wish I was a Yanya. I don't wish I was a Yanya. Not at all. A bulbous, smooth head far too large for a body of their thinness, with squinting grey eyes that appear disturbingly human. While normally featureless apart from the eyes, the Yanya's head was split vertically into thirds to reveal two separate jaws, with even needle-like teeth. During this time, one can see the Yanya's eyes are more akin to a tongue, a sensory organ attached to a fleshy stalk that runs all the way down its throat. It is believed that the Yanya are blind and rely on these eyes to smell the surroundings, like a serpent tasting the air. The first Yanya ever seen washed ashore on the beaches of the Fantastic Land 60 years ago, and it was from this corpse's autopsy that most of the information about this species was obtained. It was easy to see where it had come from. Even in death, the Yanya's corpse left a trail of grey in the ocean waves, though said trail was lost out after the dragons pursued it for dozens of miles offshore. It would take another 20 years to find the Monochrome Islands, yet only 6 months for the Dragon Council to declare the area off limits to all. The Badlands. Most of the Fantastic Land's inhabitants simply believed the Yanya were too dangerous to go near and left it at that. I, however, know the deeper meaning behind the Monochrome Island being sealed from the world. In a different time, I would have probably been imprisoned, maybe even banished from the Fantastic Lands. However, now that my home is all but abandoned, I leave this information to whomever may stumble upon it. The Yanya corpse we recovered was mutilated, with a huge circular punctures throughout its body. Strangely, the wound has no exposed flesh. Instead, a black empty void filled the gap. When the poor dragon Dr. Haridus tried to examine the wounds, the void turned his flesh into pure black. He looked like a living shadow in his final moments. Then, with a cry, Haridus faded out of existence. When the dragons finally discovered the Monochrome Islands, they found the explanations to the darkness seen on the first Yanya's body. Beneath the dark waters on the Yanya's home lays the Yanirus, an even more terrifying creature than the beings above. Did you know that in Lobotomy Corp we harvest energy off anomaly? We contain them and profit off of it as well. Oh, interesting. From what the dragons observed, the Yanirus appeared to be worshipped as a god by the Yanya. The Yanya will cast themselves off the sheer cliffs of the island to the sea below, where the shadowy tentacles rise in thousands to spear the bodies and drag them below. It is unknown how large a Yanirus is, though its limbs alone are long enough to effortlessly scale the 2,000-foot cliffs of the Yanya's home, and then some. The touch of the Yanirus appeared to have the same growing effect as the Yanya's touch, but on a much more powerful scale, capable of turning things into blackness, and then nothing. As seen with Haridus, the touch of the Yanirus persists long after initial contact. This similarity has driven me to make a hypothesis about the being's relationship. Perhaps the Yanirus gave the Yanya with some of its power years and years ago in return for their servitude. Dozens of islands surrounding the Yanya's home shows signs of ancient ruins. Could the Yanya have conquered these neighboring lands and brought them to their master? It seems like a plausible explanation, though, since there has been no life other than the Yanya. The Yanirus has since resorted to devouring its servants. once much beneficial relationship has become grimly one-sided. The Yanya and the Yaneris. Hypotenuse, hypothermia, hippopotamus. God, you guys stop. Oh, you guys. You guys. No, you know those pets that, like, if the owner is like coughing or like limping from like a broken bone or something, the pet imitates them. Like if the owner is hobbling on like a crutch, the pet would also do the same thing. That's literally you guys. Oh, Atticus really likes a lobotomy corp. Anomalies cannot die and they regenerate back to normal. That's actually some SCPs that we've read before as well, you know? Oh wait, okay. I know I said that was gonna be the last one we read, but this last entry relates to this last entry of the Zero Lips relates to the disappearance of SCP-1726. What's the SCP? What's the SCP called? It's related to SCP-1762. The disappearance of SCP-1762. So I'm curious to read it. It's not that long, so I think you'll be done in a little bit. Let's read it. The Zero Lips. In a fitting yet bitter sense, the Zero Lips will be the last entry in the storybook, as they were the last creatures of the Fantastic Lands at the end of the war, and were the first to die in the New Beginning. The New Beginning! So they lived? Although the bodies resembled that of a swan, the skin was more attuned to that of a pearl-crested dolphin that once swam in the iridescent seas to the south. The eyes were of the deepest blue, the wings forever softly shining like fluid ivory, the mouth a smooth, toothless bill that curved ever so slightly upwards. Pumpkins! They were capable of taking a human form as well, resembling angels and winging all those they passed. As beautiful as they were intelligent, the Zero Lips were a vain and conceited race of creatures. Is that me? Is that me? Vain and conceited? Who further squabbled with the dragons over whose wisdom and looks were superior, and so were disliked by a great number of the Fantastic Land's inhabitants, for whom the dragons were born leaders and advisors. As a result, the Zero Lips secluded themselves from all other beings for nearly a millennia, constructing a citadel of their own to live apart from those they deemed inferior. They ignored all pleas for help in times of calamity and rejected all offerings of friendship. That's not very girl boss, not very slay of them. Not very poggers of them, you know? It was not until the third awakening of the lightning-struck Titan that the Zero Lips were seen once again. Vamarov's storm returned with terrifying ferocity, and the Titan rose with its strength multiplied tenfold. Half of the Magician's Council perished in the ensuing fight with the beast, along with nearly 100 dragons, 1,000 birds, and 1,000 more spirits. And still, the Zero Lips refused to act. And so the Marker himself came to the Zero Lips, his face dark with fury, his eyes normally full of compassion brimming with icy rage. He spurned the rays, accusing them of being petty cowards who watched as their world burned around them. For their vanity he cursed the citadel, enchanted it so no Zero Lips could ever set foot in it again, and then covered it in the ashes of those killed by the Titans, as a reminder of the suffering the Zero Lips could have helped prevent. Overcome with despair of what they had lost and what they could have had, the Zero Lips vowed to never turn their backs on the rest of the Fantastic Lands again, and charged into the center of the Titan's path. Side by side with the dragons they once despised and the master they adored, the Zero Lips beat back the beast to its mountains once again. The Titan fell back into its slumber, but the grief and devastation brought about lingered for decades to come. The Zero Lips worked with renewed fervor in rebuilding to make up for all the time they had shut themselves away. They became the chief architects of the Fantastic Lands and filled this world with their incredible and intricate handicrafts. This lasted for another 1,000 years and life prospered. And then, less than 3 decades ago, the Great War began. and all the Zero Lips had or ever would create was destroyed in calamity that had followed. Once again, the marker came, but this time his eyes only held grief as he was forced to smite those who had fanned the flames of destruction. The Zero Lips desperately tried to bring back peace, but to no avail, and so they fell into despair. When the last building finally crumbled, the Zero Lips had turned black from the ash and smoke. The blue eyes turned bloody red from grief. As the surviving others filed out of the fantastic lands, the Zero Lips stayed behind, silent as the stones of the cities, and within these ruins they remained, turned to stone as the sun sets for the final time, and the world turned cold. That is the Zero Lips. So yeah, I guess like when the Titans rose, they're like, look, like we're not gonna help. And then when they helped, there was hope, but it was all too late, and the Great War began. And that was that. And I assume that the war like devastated, you know, the fantastic lands, and the new beginning was everyone leaving the lands. So that's why SCP-1762 became barren. Yeah, I think so. So that's very sad. If hot, why die, you know? YouTube hit your message? Yeah, YouTube is known to YouTube, I think YouTube has been cranking up the censorship, you know? So yeah, I guess the Zero Lips turned into stone. They mentioned the marker, which might be interesting. I think the marker is also written somewhere in this entry, in these entries. Perhaps, maybe somewhere within these entries is the marker, you know? I don't think I will read any more today because we have been reading a lot, and I definitely feel it in my throat. But yeah, if you're curious, you can find all these entries in the link in my description. If you click into the SCP-1762 link and scroll down a little bit, it should be another hyperlink in the webpage that leads you to the book. The chat's too spicy. YouTube is like the only salt I accept is the only spice I accept is salt. no chat spice. A great Wukong Undertale stream. I'm glad you enjoy the Wukong Undertale stream. I should have. I was thinking of if I should just like play it from my browser, but that's gonna like destroy my upload speed. So so I was like, let's play what we have downloaded. I think I downloaded these to make clips. Yeah. So that's the well, that's the end of our SCP-1762 reading. I didn't read all of the entries, but I think we covered a great bit of it. You know? We covered a good bit of it. I think it was fun to read like such a well-known SCP, and there's so much thought put into the world building that definitely makes me want to like know more of it, you know? It was really fun. I love SCP readings. I'm glad that we still like do them, even though it's not as often. But I think like I enjoy this. It's good to do at least one SCP reading per month, you know? Yay! You appreciate the Subway Surfer brain rot. I'm glad it captured your attention. I definitely. It's actually like, I think it's crazy. I think like chat was more active. chat stayed more active in this SCP reading because I've had these videos on in the background. Yatta! Would you read my comic? Would you read my comic? Is it on where is it though? Where is it? Is it SCP related? if it's in your server, can. But wait, need to. I don't wanna accidentally dox it, you know. There you go. On, my on. I'll read your comic in me house server later. Okay? I'll read it later. Just in case I don't wanna I don't wanna show the Discord. I don't wanna show my Discord. But yeah, if it's in me house server, I'll read it later. Yeah. This is the end of SCP-1762. I know I keep saying it, but yeah. And it is the last stream of the week. So that's fun. Next week, I honestly still don't know what I'm gonna stream. Karaoke is definitely one day. I might do one less stream next week because I want to prepare for karaoke. So maybe it will stream on like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, or we'll stream on Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday. I'll see how I feel. How up for streaming I am, and then we'll get to that. Oh, and should I announce this? I mean, Mihail's gonna announce it soon, so I don't think it matters. On the first Monday of March, Mihail and I will be playing a game together. We'll be doing a collab, so look forward to that. The game that we had come up with is very like popular co-op game, so I'm excited to play that and see how things pan out. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming to today's stream. Thank you for hanging out and relaxing, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye. Bye bye. Otsukare-sama deshita. Otsukare. Thank you for stream. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.